Have you ever wondered how empowered you'd feel if you love and accept yourself just the way you are? Now, let's look at the words of author C. Joybell C. You can be the most beautiful person in the world, and everybody sees light and rainbows when they look at you. But if you yourself don't know it, all of that doesn't even matter. I remember being insecure as a child. I remember being stared at, not in a positive way, but in a negative way that made me feel self-conscious and made me doubt my appearance. I used to overthink about myself, wondering why I looked the way I did, questioning it. I wished to look like anyone but myself. Every night I'd overthink why I can't be pretty like others, or why I can't have a better personality. At gatherings, people would give me weird looks. Once I even heard people who were really close to me speaking about me in a de-mannering way that made me lose my sense of worth. It made me feel really insecure about myself and overall hate myself. Soon, I took a decision that would change my life forever. I made a firm decision that I knew would make a big impact on my life forever. I decided to change as a person and lose all the excess weight on my body. I began following a diet and exercising throughout my days to achieve a target of weight reduction. I began with a normal diet, but that soon turned into a fungal diet where I was barely eating any food. I was consuming a cucumber a day and basically surviving on diet sodas and gum. I was dropping around 10 kgs in a week, which is really unhealthy. I was really happy with the way I started looking, but little did I know that would take a toll on my health, and it impacted me in negative ways. I dropped roughly 40 kgs in a span of 6 months. I used to be 86 kgs, and now I weigh 46 kgs, which is half of what I used to be. I thought I would stop receiving all these negative comments in my life, but I was so wrong. At once, I would hear things such as, "You're so weak," or "You've lost so much weight that your bones show," which means that people can really never be happy with the way you look. So rather than trying to make others happy, make yourself happy and focus on what you think is best for you. I decided to keep this to myself until I could fully heal from it. It's an addiction you can't break free of. It's challenging to quit. But with all of my support from my friends and family, I decided to be strong and try to break free of this addiction. It starts with small steps, but slowly you can increase it, and you should appreciate what you can do for yourself. This impacted me in negative way as well. I developed eating disorders, which was bulimia and anorexia. These are basically when you binge eat and then puke, and you also starve yourself. Greetings to everybody. I am Aliza Kadwani. Today I am here to talk about the beauty standards. In this society where strict standards of beauty are frequently imposed, it is essential to acknowledge that we aren't ornaments, we're humans that are perfect in our own way. Our differences is what makes us perfect. We start our journey by understanding that discrimination on appearance is wrong in our society, and that everybody is beautiful in their own way. Today I will be talking to you about the body positivity movement and the impact that it has on everyone. In the recent years, the body positivity movement has gained influence by challenging standards of beauty. It emphasizes how important it is to accept and love yourself for who you are, regardless of your size or appearance. Let's embrace the movement as an inspiration for change and promote a society where everyone feels accepted. Together, let's set on a journey to indicate the crucial part that body positivity plays in creating a world that's healthier and more caring for everyone. In contrast to keeping a certain body size, the Health at Every Size, the HAES approach, promotes total well-being of people, and that they shouldn't be forced to look a certain way just because they aren't able to fit in. Loving yourself can be a crucial component. You should constantly be kind and understanding to yourself as well, especially during difficult times. Replace your negative emotions with more positive and hopeful ones, and break down your big goals into smaller goals which are more manageable. And when you achieve a goal, make sure you celebrate your achievements no matter how small they are. This will make you feel better about yourself. Now let me talk about my experience. I sure did lose all that weight, but am I truly happy with the way I look? Yes, I feel more confident. Yes, I am happier with the way I look, but whenever I look in the mirror, I wish to lose more weight, which tells me that I can never be happy, and that when I lose weight, It's basically not for myself, but it's for me, it's for the other people more. Now, moving on, media influence is something that greatly shapes teenagers these days. We shouldn't look at bodies online and compare ourselves to them, because they are mostly photoshopped and unrealistic. And people usually pose a certain way to make their body look that way, but in real life, they're nothing like that. Especially from those in those teenage days like us right now, we usually compare ourselves to those bodies online, which causes us to starve ourselves and refuse food. I still experience this sometimes. Even though I've lost my weight, I still wish to lose more. When I look at these bodies online, I think that this is the body I want. This is the body I envy. Surveys show that there's increasing numbers each day surveys show that there are numbers increasing each day of teenagers wanting to look a certain way. 57% of teenagers these days 57% of people admitted to comparing themselves to social media. These problems are being addressed throughout the world. And there was another survey passed on stating that 69% of the world are influenced by social media, and this causes them to opt out of activities, especially the girls. 60% of them globally opt out of activities that they love because of their looks. Discriminations towards someone based on their looks or size or body can have negative impacts on their emotional health, and that can be seriously damaging. It stops people from achieving their greatest potential, like they can achieve so much more, but because of their certain look, it stops them. Sometimes these comments can also lead to depression and harm in some cases. It's time to release ourselves from the shackles of judgment and create a setting where everyone feels accepted. Rather than being criticized, we need to celebrate our differences. Everybody has a story to tell, one resilience, power, and grace. And in the words of the American novelist James Salter, there is no real beauty without some slight imperfection. Let us stand together in our dedication to accepting beauty in all bodies. Discrimination based on looks has no place in this world. And it is up to us to fight for the change by celebrating, lighting biases, and encouraging self-love. We can build a culture in which everyone feels accepted just as they are. Why should we allow society to criticize how we look based on our looks? Let's embrace everyone with whatever shape and size that they have. And as Iskra Allah once said, speak to your body in a loving way. It's the only one you've got. It's your home and it deserves your respect.